Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Natasya.
My name is AINI.
And my name is ALYA.
We are from TSLB1084 and today we will be talking about the rise of misinformation and AI generated truth in our society
And social media addiction.
What?
I've seen you scrolling your phone since this morning and now it's 9 p.m.
No, it's so fun. I love scrolling through my social media.
It's
No.
not healthy for your health,
Cannot.
especially your mental health.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, and your eyes will also be broken.
And you will not focus.
Yes.
You studies.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but we can find a solution together.
Yes.
So let's discuss about this.
Let's
go.
discuss about the cause of using social media.
Yes.
And also, we get to know about the impacts and we will also know about the solution.
Yes.
Okay guys, so next we are going to talk about social media addiction.
Wait, are you talking about me?
I also think she's talking about me.
Guys, this issue has become a serious problem in our society today. Many people, especially teenagers and young adults, spend hours every day scrolling through apps like TikTok, Instagram, and also Twitter. Some people can even go an hour without checking their phones. So, what actually causes this addiction? Let's look at the main reason.
Okay.
Let's go.
So guys, one of the causes is the fear of missing out, or what we often call as FOMO. People are afraid that if they don't check social media, they will miss something important, like the latest news, trends on TikToks, or what their friends are doing. For example, if everyone is talking about a new viral video or trend, people want to join in so they don't feel left out. This fear makes them check their phone 24/7 again and again, even when they are busy with other things or have a lot of works to do. Over time, it becomes a habit that's hard to break. So guys, another cause is peer pressure. When all your friends are active on social media, it's easy to feel like you must be online too. Teenagers, especially us,
Yes.
feel pressure to post photos, reply to messages quickly, or keep up with online trends like on TikTok, dance on TikTok, so that they won't be left out. Some people even compete for likes or followers on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, which makes them spend more time on social media just to feel popular. They tend to post a lot of videos and also post their images just to get a lot of likes.
Yeah, that's probably me.
Me too.
Other than that, the next cause is boredom and also loneliness. Many people, especially me, turn to social media when they have nothing to do or when they feel lonely, especially when they already finished their works. So they just want to go scrolling on social media. It becomes a way to escape from reality and release their stress. Instead of talking to people in real life, they scroll through other people's lives online, usually on TikTok. This gives temporary comfort, but it also creates a cycle. The more bored they feel, the more time they spend online, and the more addicted they become. So, next, another important cause is low self-esteem or insecurity. Nowadays, some people use social media to seek validation or approval from others. When they get likes or positive comments, they feel good about themselves. But when they don't get attention, they may feel sad or anxious. This constant need for approval keeps them addicted to checking their profile and posts every day and every second. Social media can make people compare their lives to others, which can also lead to feelings of jealousy or unhappiness. And finally, a cause that is often overlooked is the lack of self-control and awareness. Many people, in my opinion, don't realize how much time they actually spend online. They may open social media just to check one thing, but end up wasting hours. Well, I usually do that when I'm on my study break. Without setting personal limits or goals, it's easy to fall into addiction. People often tell themselves just 5 more minutes, but that 5 minutes never really ends.
True.
Yes.
That usually
100%.
happens among students.
Yes, like us.
Yeah, so it is important to set limits. Alright, so Aini, what
Yes.
are the bad impacts about this issue?
Wow, this is a very big issue. One of the bad impacts of social media addiction is constant comparison. Many individuals compare their lifestyles and achievements with others on social media, and it leads to feelings of jealousy, insecurity, and low self-esteem when they perceive their own lives as less successful or less perfect. They always compare themselves with other people because they always use their social media. Furthermore, depression and anxiety also leads to mental health problems because the overuse of social media and the frequent exposure to negative posts also can make people feel lonely, sad, and emotionally drained. When constantly scrolling through negative news, online arguments, or hate comments, that actually can affect a person's mood and self-worth. Over time, this emotional pressure may lead to depression or anxiety, especially when individuals start to rely on social media as their main source of comfort or distraction. Besides that, I can say that addictive behavior can also lead to mental health problems because the constant urge to check notifications, messages, or updates can cause stress and distraction. For example, like you send message to me and I'll check immediately because I feel like, oh, I need to read it as fast as possible.
That's so me.
That's
Yes.
so FOMO.
That behavior actually reduces emotionally stability, weakens focus, and can interfere with daily tasks such as studying, working, or even sleeping. That actually make us not focus with what we are doing that time. And also, for instance, many teenagers feel anxious or upset when their posts do not get enough likes or comments on social media. This constant need for approval can lower their self-esteem and make them feel that their value depends on online attention, which also can lead to stress, anxiety, or even depression. And another bad impacts of social media addiction is it leads to decline in academic and also work performance. I must say that people these days actually really bad in manage their time.
Yes, I also agree.
Why I say that? Because many people stay up late at night by scrolling through social media, scrolling their TikTok, and feel like, oh, they cannot stop. They still need to scroll that. And telling themselves just 5 more minutes, just 10 minutes. But actually, those minutes turn into hours and they didn't get enough sleep. So the next morning, they feel tired, unfocused, and unmotivated to study or work, and that actually makes them to not focus. This daily cycle of sleepless nights and lazy mornings slowly destroys productivity and self-discipline. In the end, social media steals not just our time, but also our energy and potential. Why I said that? Because we are not communicate with people around us. Because we are just looking on our phone and just scrolling our phone. And yes, it can reduce our focus and attention, like I said just now, because many people lose focus. Because they keep checking social media while studying or working, and every time a new message or notification appears, their mind gets distracted. What seems like a small break turns into a habit that ruins concentration. When the mind is constantly interrupted, productivity drops and tasks take longer to finish when it's actually can done in just
A few hours or minutes.
yes, right. And that's actually make people feel frustrated and unmotivated at the end of the day.
I agree.
And also, as example, many students today, I can see even my friends spend more time on their phones than on their studies.
Yeah, we can agree with that.
I can say that teenagers actually do this these days. So as a result, their grades drop and their motivation slowly fades away. Workers also face the same issue. They also check in social media during office hours and makes them lose focus and complete tasks more slowly. Over time, this habit doesn't just lower performance, it weakens discipline, confidence, and the drive to success. And also, for instance, a university student who spends hours scrolling through social media every night might struggle to stay awake in class because of what? Because they stay up at night by scrolling their phone, and they just fail to complete their assignments on time. As a result, their grades begin to drop. Similarly, an office worker who constantly checks notifications during work hours may miss declines or make mistakes, and that affecting their overall performance and also reputation. So yeah, social media addiction is very a bad impacts.
Okay, Aini. So after I listened to the impacts that you said just now,
Yes.
I'm afraid that I probably gonna get a mental health problem since I can't stop scrolling through my social media.
Don't worry. ALYA, but do you have any solution for this?
Of course, guys, don't worry. Every problem has a solution. So, one of the solution for this issue would be practicing digital well-being and screen time control. By this, I mean social media addiction happens when people tend to spend too much time online, constantly checking notifications, scrolling endlessly, or feeling anxious when they can't access their accounts. So, to solve this, we must learn digital self-control, which means using social media with purpose, not habit.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So, digital well-being encourages users to set clear time limits for apps, avoid checking phones first thing in the morning or before bed like we always
But
do.
that's what I do.
Yes, I'm about to tell you the solution for this. And another thing that people do is take social media breaks or digital detox days to reconnect with real life. Alright. Technology itself now provides tools to help us do this.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will help you a lot. For example, Instagram's take a break feature reminds users like us to pause scrolling after long periods. This actually helps a lot in maintaining our main focus.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Next is for iPhone users, there are something called iPhone screen time, and for Android's digital well-being track how long users spend on each app and allow them to set daily usage limits. Hashtag detox challenge, which is commonly used among influencers. This challenge is like a campaign on TikTok and YouTube, which encourage people to spend a weekend without social media. So, another solution would be building offline connections and real life engagement. By this, I mean one major reason people become addicted to social media is because they crave connection and attention. When real life communication is limited, people often turn to social media for comfort, validation, or social belonging. While platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter allow interaction, it is often surface level, likes, shares, and comments, which can't replace genuine emotional connection. Building offline connection means strengthening face-to-face relationships and real-world engagement so that people find joy, purpose, and identity outside the digital world. It's about reconnecting with people, nature, and experiences that exist beyond the screen. Hey guys, do you know the ways to apply the solution?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Alright, let me explain. First, you can encourage real life socialization by joining clubs, sport teams, or volunteer groups to meet people with similar interests. As for me, I spend my time playing volleyball to reduce my screen time on my phone.
Wow, that's so productive.
I want to
Thank
play
you.
volleyball after this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Next is by creating shared experiences that foster a sense of belonging offline. Schools or workplaces can organize offline days or team building events that promote in-person interaction. Another thing that we can do is by creating a phone-free zones. For example, at family dinners, classrooms, or even hangouts with friends, can have a no phone rule to encourage direct conversation. This can encourage us to do deep talks and update ourselves about our daily life. Next, this helps to train people to focus on those around them instead of notifications. Moreover, by encouraging outdoor and physical activities, we can spend time in nature by doing jogging, hiking, or even camping, anything that suits to your likings, which can reduce dependence on social media.
I love jogging.
Yeah.
Me too.
I love jogging.
It's also beneficial for our health. Next, research shows that being outdoors improves our mood and lower our stress, offering natural satisfaction compared to online dopamine hits. As I was saying, by practicing digital detox, like taking breaks from social media entirely for hours or even days and even weeks to ease our mind and reset our mind. We can start small by practicing no social media day per week because we are students, so we tend
Yeah.
to use social media daily.
Yes.
We can just apply like a 1 day rule. Next, inform friends beforehand so you don't feel pressured when you can't stay online. Okay, detox spirits reduce anxiety, improve our sleep, and help you realize how much time you waste scrolling. For example, celebrities like my role model, Selena Gomez,
Wow.
have
I
taken.
love her.
Yeah, she's very influenced.
You.
She influenced me a lot to create a digital healthy lifestyle. So Selena Gomez have taken digital detoxes to protect her mental health, inspiring her fans to do the same.
Yeah, I am inspired to do that.
Yeah, she's very admirable. Another solution would be seeking professional help if this issue is uncontrollable. In some cases, social media addiction can become so severe that it begins to affect a person's emotional health, relationships, studies, or work performance. When self-control strategies are no longer effective, seeking professional help becomes essential. Mental health professionals can help individuals understand the underlying reasons behind their addiction and provide strategies for recovery. Social media addiction is not just about spending too much time online. It often connects to deeper issues such as low self-esteem, loneliness, anxiety, or the need for validation. Therapists, counselors, or psychologists are trained to help these individuals to identify emotional triggers and develop healthier coping mechanisms. As for example, a young professional who feels anxious and distracted from constantly checking social media decides to see a counselor. Through therapy, They learn to manage their screen time, take regular breaks, and focus more on real life activities. Over time, they, their stress decreases and their productivity improves. So, what can we learn from this issue? Alright, in my opinion, balance is the key.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
because social media is not bad. It's totally not bad for us.
Yes.
But overusing it is. Learning to manage time online helps users to enjoy its benefits without losing control. People who schedule limited screen time report better mood and focus. Next, real connections matter more than the virtual ones. Online likes cannot replace real human relationships. Spending quality time with family or friends brings deeper satisfaction than virtual validation. Alright, so that's all for my opinion.
Wow.
Guys,
Yeah?
have you seen this picture?
AINI,
Don't get fooled. It's obvious that it is AI.
is
No
that our
way.
classmate holding hands with a guy?
Guys, it's AI. It's obvious, you know. Nowadays, people use AI to do things like this.
So scary.
Yeah, true. I've seen people recreate real humans using AI.
But it's okay, guys. We will discuss about the causes of AI generated true and
Misinformation.
also the impacts about it, and we will dive into a solution.
Yes.
Focus.
This issue is becoming more serious nowadays because we rely so much on social media for information. Many people don't realize how easy it is for false information to spread online. So do you guys know the causes of social media?
No.
So the first cause is the fast growth of social media. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter allow people to share information in just a few seconds. Anyone can post anything they want, even if it's not true. Because information spreads so fast and people often believe what they see without checking. So the algorithms on these apps also play a big role. They show us posts that are popular or get a lot of likes. So if a false story is exciting, it can go viral very quickly. This makes social media one of the biggest reasons why misinformation keeps spreading. Another major cause is the development of artificial intelligence, or we call as AI. AI can now create images, videos, even voices that sound very real. These are called deepfakes. For example, AI can make a video of a famous person saying something that never happened. Many people cannot tell the difference between a real video and an AI made one. This is what we call AI generated truth, because fake things now look so real that people don't know whether it's true or not and start believing them instantly. When people keep seeing these fake images or videos, they may lose trust in real information too. So the next cause is something called confirmation bias. This means that people tend to believe information that matches what they already think. If they see a post that supports their opinion, they will believe it easily, even if it's fake. On the other hand, if they see something that disagrees with them, they may say it's fake news. This is what we call as echo chambers, if I'm not mistaken, where people only see and believe what they want to see. This makes misinformation grow even more. Finally, Another cause is the lack of fact-checking online. Before social media existed, newspapers and television companies had editors who checked all facts before publishing news. But now everyone can be a journalist online. Even when platforms try to delete false information, it's often too late because people on social media have already seen them and believe them. This lack of regulation makes it hard to control the problem. Alright, so Aini, what are the bad impacts of this issue?
When talking about AI, of course there are bad impacts. One of the bad impacts is deepfakes. I think everyone knows what is deepfakes. Deepfakes, which are AI generated videos or images that look real. Deepfakes are one of the most dangerous outcomes of artificial intelligence. They are so realistic that they can falsely show someone doing or saying things that never happened. This creates serious risks of privacy, trust, and reputation in society. Victims often struggle to prove their innocence because the content appears highly realistic to the public, leading to serious reputational damage. Imagine being blamed for something you never did, just because an AI video looks real. Victims of deepfakes face this every day. When these fake videos go viral, the damage can be devastating. Some victims lose their jobs, face harsh criticism online, and experience deep emotional pain. And even close relationships can fall apart because people believe that the fake content is real. AI generated explicit deepfakes represent one of the most severe forms of digital abuse. These manipulations often target women and public figures, violating their fundamental rights to privacy, consent, and human dignity. This problem doesn't just affect someone's reputation, but it can also harm their mental health. Victims may experience stress, anxiety, and even lose confidence in themselves over time. For example, in 2023, deepfake videos of female public figures were shared on adult websites, a clear invasion of privacy and a violation of human rights. Even if a deepfake is later proven to be fake, once it spreads online, it can never be completely erased. It continues to harm the victim's image and credibility for a long time. That is the saddest reality of AI and its power to create harm that can easily be undone. These cases show that the manipulation of AI can destroy trust and spread misinformation and permanently damage lives. Today we can see how artificial intelligence shapes what people see and believe online. When the social media algorithms spread false or biased content, people become divided, each side believing only their own version of the truth. When misinformation spreads online, it doesn't just confuse people, but it divides them. It fuels hate, strengthens stereotypes, and turns communities against each other, with everyone believing their own version of what's true. AI systems are made to show people that content they already agree with. This creates echo chambers where users only see one side of a story and become less open to other opinions. False or exaggerated information about race, religion, or gender can easily turn people against each other. It doesn't just stay online, but it creates anger, fear, and mistrust in society. In many cases, this kind of misinformation has even led to real-life violence and conflict between communities. For example, in several countries, false WhatsApp messages spreading rumors about kidnappers or religious attacks have triggered riots and mob violence. These incidents show how misinformation can spread panic and hatred, turning ordinary people into aggressors. It's a clear reminder that online lies can destroy peace and safety in real life. Yes, when this happens, social media turns into a battlefield of opinions and narratives rather than a platform for open dialogue and mutual understanding. And yes, this clearly shows that AI-driven platforms can amplify division, hatred, and misinformation if they are not monitored and managed responsibly. ALYA, how do we solve this problem?
So, of course, there are various methods that we can use to solve this issue. One of the solution would be using an app called TruePic. TruePic is an image verification platform, and it authenticates photos and videos at the moment it is captured. At the moment they are captured. It is often used in journalism, insurance, and human rights documentation. So, how does this app works? TruePic's controlled capture technology ensures no filters or edits are made between the time a photo is taken and when it's uploaded. It records location, time, and device information securely. The system then generates a verified digital signature that proves the image originality. For example, humanitarian groups use TruePic to confirm that photos of conflict zones are real and unedited, ensuring credible reporting. Another solution would be strengthening digital and media literacy education. While technology like AI verification tools helps to detect fake content, education helps to prevent people from being fooled in the first place. So, digital and media literacy means having the skills to understand, question, and evaluate what we see online. Many people still believe and share false information because they do not know how to, for example, check where the content came from, identify signs or identify signs of fake or edited images, and recognize emotional or misleading headlines. So how does this works? In schools or universities, they can include lessons on digital citizenship, or online media awareness. Second, they can also teach students how to fact check news, use reverse image searches, and verify sources. Another one is they can also discuss the dangers of deepfakes and misinformations openly. So, what can the public do about this? The public can help campaigns. For example, the government or the NGOs can run national awareness programs on think before you share. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, or Twitter can show quick tutorials or reminder when users share unverified contents. Another solution would be using AI to fight AI. While AI contributes to misinformation, it can also be used to detect and counter it effectively. By this, I mean AI tools can analyze massive data streams to identify suspicious patterns, fake trends, or coordinated disinformation campaigns. Other than that, deepfake detection algorithms can compare metadata, facial motion, and linguistic style to verify authenticity. Collaboration between each companies and researchers can refine AI to become a guardian of truth, not its distortion. So, what can we learn from this issue? In my opinion, technology alone cannot protect the truth. Humans must be responsible to complete the system. AI verification tools give us the ability to detect lies, but it is still up to society to choose the truth. When users refuse to verify before sharing, when media organizations ignore authenticity checks, or when platforms prioritize profits over honesty, the problem continues, no matter how advanced the tools become. AI verification tools are new technologies that help us to check whether something online is real or fake. They are very and extremely important because they can bring back trust and honesty in what we see and share on the internet, especially when many pictures, videos, and news are created by AI. However, technology alone isn't enough. It's still our job as users to think carefully before we believe or share anything online, to check the source, question the contents, and share responsibly.
Okay, guys, so after discussing about social media and society, we get to know about all the causes, the impacts, and also the solution. And as a teenager, me myself, I can relate to this issue as I love scrolling through my social media, and of course I don't know about the causes, and after discussing about
Yes.
this, it's obvious that there are a lot of causes
Yes,
in using social media.
I feel like this topic is actually very important to us because, wow,
It is very relatable to us.
Yes.
As teenagers, it is very important to deeply understand this topic so that we can build a better generation in the future.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. So, in conclusion, teenagers, please take care of your health. Don't
And-
overuse your phone.
Social media is not good for your health if you overuse it.
Social media addiction is never a good thing.
A good thing to do.
And we can use the solutions that ALYA BATRISYA discussed about just now.
Yes, and be aware to avoid AI videos that can lead to misinformation.
So that's all from us.
Thank you.